One of the great problems we have today is who are you going to listen to? There's so many people distributing advice on what we should eat, how we should exercise, that it's just ultimately very, very confusing. The opinion leaders, for the most part, are those people in the medical community. They share a common vision amongst themselves, particularly when it comes to diet. They're all of the belief that fat and cholesterol are bad for us. I was driving the other day, and the local talk show radio came on, and their medical expert, a very well-respected man from Temple University here in Philadelphia, came on to give advice about diet. And this guy is extremely well-respected, well-known. He's been the medical editor for this talk show station since 1987. But nonetheless, he is a medical doctor. Medical schools do not teach nutrition in their programs. Doctors pick up the information they have by hearsay or by committee. That's how they get the information. They don't do research. This guy clearly, very clearly, did no research at all. That's what I do. I do research. I stay on top of this stuff. I get research papers all the time, following up with what's going on. Now, the next problem he would have is a lot of the information that's coming out today about carbohydrate-restricted diets is, in fact, being published by those who are doing scientific research on carbohydrate restriction. Well, this particular medical doctor would never even take a look at that because he's been told that carbohydrate restriction is not a good thing because it's going to lead to increased intake of fat, which is a bad thing, so he won't even look at it. He wouldn't even see this research. He wouldn't even go to look at it. So he continues to spew out advice based on his vision and the vision of his cronies. And they pretty much control all dietary advice in the country, coming from the government, coming from the medical community, coming from the dietetic community. So it's just impossible for you, the consumer, to find out what is truly healthy to eat. You have to listen to a researcher like myself, who's out there on the front lines, hitting the research all the time, looking these things up, reading them. I'm trained to do it. I know how to do it. So that's the challenge you have. So if you want to come to this site and look at my videos, you're going to get all the sound scientific information that you need to make the right choices in your dietary. I'm Dr. Greg Ellis.